Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, it's on, man. What's up, fam? What's going on out there, man? Live from the DMV, 11:55, man. Coming on through. It is the homie, Mainman Mademan in the building. And y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What's up, fam? Coming on through, man, for a quick early word like I do normally, man. You know, I'm liking these early live streams, man. I used to do these joints all the time, you know what I mean? I got to get back into the swing of it, man, because when you do it early, man, it's like your thoughts are so fresh, your head is fresh, you're so energetic. It just comes off a little bit different. So I got to get back into the swing of things, man, getting back on here early. Y'all don't know about in the early days of my channel, right? I used to do this all the time, man. I used to take the fam out with me on the road in the mornings, and then we'll do a live stream on my way to some treasure or something, you know what I mean? That's what I do. I treasure hunt all day, fight fans. I buy and sell literally all day long. And back when I first started the channel, I used to take y'all with me early in the mornings. Maybe we'll get back to doing that, man. I'm getting right back into the channel, man. I kind of got tunnel vision now, and I'm only focusing on the channel. I don't know what's really going on outside the channel. And I'm just kind of got my head buried right now just into the channel. So we're going to get back to doing stuff like that, man. Good morning to everybody, man. It's Friday like a mug. Man, come on, man. Put them final hours in, man, so we can get this weekend popping. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother on deck. What's up, man? What's up with my man, Muhammad Hamatola, riding with me on deck? Salute to you, fam. Good morning, man. What should I say? Good afternoon to you, you know? Hey, how you feeling, man? I'm just chilling. Want to come on for a quick word this morning, man. So I'm gonna come back a little later on as well, fight fans. So we'll talk more about the Wilder Fury situation coming up later, as I promised y'all yesterday. We'll try to do a panel thing and things like that. But we'll bring that on a little bit later on this evening. And this is going to be about something that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Muhammad told us, say, yo, man, is Porter trying to sell more pay-per-views because he surely cannot be serious about knocking Bud out? Hey, fam, it got to be wolf tickets. How? It got to be wolf tickets. You know what I mean? My man sound like he's selling some wolf tickets, if you ask me. Shawn Porter talking about something. He going to knock out Terence Crawford. He says he is going for the knockout. Man, get the hell out of here. I don't believe it. And that's just me, fight fans. When the last time Shawn Porter got a knockout again? Let me run through my little Rolodex right here. Oh, okay, I'm seeing it. Shawn Porter hasn't had a knockout in 4 years. Shawn Porter hasn't had a knockout in 4 years, fight fans. And that was against Andre Berto. Andre Berto was the last knockout victim of Showtime Shawn Porter, which was 4 years ago. Even in Shawn Porter's victories over the supposed decent names on his resume, he didn't stop them. You know what I'm saying? He ain't stopped them. Let me see. Let's take a look at Shawn's shit. You know what I mean? Let's flip our fingers through Shawn's resume a little bit. You dig? Look at it, man. He didn't stop AB. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he lost to Keith. Didn't stop Granados. Didn't stop Danny. Didn't stop Ugas. Didn't stop Formella. So he gonna stop the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing, right? But he ain't stopped none of these dudes. His last opponent he stopped was broken up, fragile ass Andre Berto, who was at the end of his career at that time. So how much are we believing Shawn Porter, man? Let's listen to what Shawn Porter got to say, man. We got a little audio, you know what I mean? We'll get into it. Muhammad told us, says, yo, man, are you going to give your thoughts after the Fury versus Wilder weigh-in? 100%. That's what I'm waiting on right there, fam. I want to see exactly what Tyson Fury comes in at what weight we talking about, how heavy these fighters are going to be. Of course, some last-minute pictures of Deontay Wilder, bro, and he's definitely looking bigger. You know what I mean? He's definitely looking bigger. We'll see, man, you know? But let's listen to Shawn Porter, shall we?
I gotta make it. I was out there doing the stretch. I was like, stretch. But I gotta make it clear. Like, every fighter, you're supposed to go to the ring with the mentality that I'm gonna win, the mentality that I'm gonna upset the crowd, I'm gonna upset the fighter, I'm taking this belt. Everything, you're supposed to have that confidence, and you're supposed to have that belief in yourself. And this is what I believe about everybody that Terence has been in the ring with. Those guys haven't gone to the ring with that mindset.
So he's saying that Terence Crawford's opponents have not gone to the ring with the mindset that they're going to win, that they're coming to win or whatnot. I have to disagree with Shawn Porter. I think that all of Crawford's opponents at one time or another, especially guys like Gamboa, all thought that they were going to defeat Terence Crawford. I can't sit here and honestly say that I seen like whelming fear in its opponents. They all approached the ring with the mindset that I want to beat this guy. I want to take what he has. I want to take the momentum that he has. They all approached it with Jeff Horn. He thought that Terence Crawford be too small. He thought that Terence Crawford was going to move up and be too light in the ass. So it went wrong for Jeff Horn. I think that Jeff Horn coming off beating Manny Pacquiao wasn't feeling himself, thinking that he was big shit, thinking that he was going to approach the ring and go into the ring knowing or thinking, believing that he was going to win. Look here, Shawn, ain't nobody knocking Shawn Porter's confidence that he's going to win the fight. He's supposed to have his confidence. But let's not make it like you the only person on Bud's resume that's ever had some sort of confidence, bruh. That's not the case. Your statements, to me, are laughable. When you say you're going to stop Terence Crawford, I laugh at that. When you say you're going to guarantee a victory, I laugh at that. And the reason I do is because the proof is in the pudding that you don't beat the top floor. It's not like I'm making this. It's not like that, oh, I don't have no evidence to say why Shawn Porter's full of crap. The evidence is in his resume. He doesn't beat the top floor. I thought he lost. So if you, I can't believe what Shawn is saying. And I know people say, yo, man, Shawn is a nice guy, man. You know, you can't be like that, dog. You can't be like that. He a nice dude, and he laughs. He's a family man. He's a God-fearing man, and all of this good stuff. So, man, take it easy on Shawn Porter. Hey, hell with that. I got Shawn Porter on his podcast putting YouTubers on that's bigging him up. So, nah, Shawn Porter, see, that's the thing with Shawn Porter. He's a slickster. I've been peeping this game from day one. Shawn Porter will act like he's this super duper nice guy. Oh, I'm just so nice. How can you hate on me, man? How could you say anything bad about me? But then turn around and talk out the side of his neck, say little stuff that ain't true. Shawn Porter, oh, Bud's my friend, Bud's my friend, Bud's my friend. But then you try to pull a swindle move on him when you were considered the mandatory and everyone's asking you to put the paperwork in. You like, nah, I ain't got to put no paperwork in. And if they want to go around me, they're going to have to pay me step aside money. So you don't want to put the proper paperwork in to become the mandatory, but you want to step aside money. You claim, oh, I got no criticism for Bud's resume. I don't have nothing bad to say about his resume. But then proceed to go on and say, oh, no one on his resume approached the fight like I'm approaching the fight. That's what Shawn do. Shawn publicly plays the nice guy. You know what I mean? I'm just so mad. How can you hate on me? But then he talks out the side of his neck. He might got to move that fat ass tie out the way just to talk out the side of his neck, but he talks out the side of his neck. Let's keep on going to see what Shawn talking about.
And again, I said I don't disrespect anybody that's been in the ring with. Disrespect anything that he's done. Utmost respect for him. But when I do take a look at it, I'm not thinking about his resume, his resume, that, da 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 da. But when I do take a look at it, I try to find, okay, what's the differences between myself and those other guys?
Hold up. He says, I'm not guy to say his resume ain't this and his resume ain't that. But then, when I take a look at it, then you are talking bad about, you are going through his resume. This is what I be saying about Shawn. He's a double standard. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not saying nothing bad about his resume, but let me proceed to go through his resume and let you know that these guys ain't shit and they ain't coming to the fight like I come to the fight. That's what Shawn Porter do. He's a side of his neck talking to a dude. Oh, we watching you, bud. Let's keep on going.
Where's the separation? Mentally, emotionally, I'm 100% going to knock this dude out. No, I'm playing nice.
Wow. Mentally and emotionally, I am 100% going to knock this dude out. and I ain't playing nice. Man, who the hell do you think you are, Shawn Porter? Who do you think you are, bro? You ain't playing nice. You always playing nice. You don't knock no one out, bro. You are not a knockout artist. And the reason is because of your damn style. You smother your work. You get to the inside, you overshooting, you undershooting. You ain't really getting the proper leverage on your punches because you so close. You ain't hurting nobody, bro. You are a workhorse. I will give you full credit for that. But that's about as far as it goes. You got good footwork. You're athletic. I give you all that, bro. But when it comes to knockouts, bro, let's not fit the funk like you got major knockouts. Hold on, man. First off, Shawn Porter, he has 31 victories with 17 KOs. Now, when you say total fights, because he's 31, 3, and 1 draw. Oh, yeah, he got 1 draw to Julio Diaz. Julio Diaz. So that means you got 35 fights, and you got 17 knockouts. But you're going to go in there and knock out Terence Crawford. You got 17 knockouts in 35 fights, but you're going to go in there and knock out Terence Crawford. That makes a whole lot of sense, bro. And I'm sure that those 17 knockouts came with you coming through the ranks just like every other fighter. But once you got up here to the top floor, once you started actually fighting B-level competition, your knockouts evaporated. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at a real knockout artist. I got Terence Bud Crawford, 37-0, 28 knockouts fight, and currently on a knockout streak. I'm going to say that one more again for somebody who just walked in the door. My man is 37-0, 28 knockouts, and currently on what? I want to say a 9-fight knockout streak. Let's count it. Wow, I got right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knockouts. He's on a 9-fight knockout streak, fight fans, with 28 knockouts and 37 fights. Those are numbers to die for, ain't that right, Porter? You wish you had a KO percent, something to that effect. And then your words have a little bit more weight to them. But technically what you saying, those words are light as a feather, bruh. Ain't nobody believing you knocking out no damn Terence Crawford. It just ain't gonna happen. Let me see what the fam talking about. You know what I'm saying? Tell me where I'm going wrong, fight fans, if I'm going wrong. Hey, bass player Cisco, what's up, man? Porter, Crawford is going to be a great fight. However, I don't believe that Porter believes that he can beat Crawford. And this will be the fight of the year. Hey, man, hey, he might be trying to get himself up for the fight or trying to hype himself up, have his little homies on his podcast kind of add him up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That case. But let's not get it twisted. When it comes to promotion for this fight, I mean, Shawn Porter talking like this is great for promotion, but that's about as far as it goes. As far as people believing, nah. But this is a great fight, bass player. I'm with you 100%, man. Chief Fred Ford, what's up, fam? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? What up, man? Nah, this is the time to hype up Shawn. Do the Omaha Assassin can get his credit. So the Omaha Assassin can get his credit. I hope so. I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting it, man. I just think that we're going to be right back where we always are. That is people finding reasons to discredit Terence Crawford's opponent. They'll say that Shawn Porter's at the end of the road. They'll say that Shawn lost and left it all in the ring with Earl Spence. It'll be, I don't know, it'll be something. After the kill, everyone went on record saying that they gave Crawford credit and no one did. That did it for me. And let's know that to keep Terence Crawford on the opposing side, which is it's very unfortunate. I hate to see him do this to the brother. It's like nothing he does is good, and it's sad. It's really sad. It really is. You know what I mean? Coach Kennedy, what's up, family? How you doing, man? Better go Porter for the window. Coach Kennedy got Porter. I hear you, fam. I hear you, man. Look, man, Porter, I don't see him having nowhere near of a chance. I think that all of that punching and swinging and swarming, he's going to hurt himself. And I think he's going to be reduced. And y'all know my theories on this. I think he's going to get reduced to a boxer where he'll be stopped. I think Kenny Porter's going to be waving the fight off. I am suggesting that he bring towels, Bring plenty of towels, you know what I mean? For leakage and for stoppage. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that I hear you, coach. I just think that Shawn's only path to victory is to try to convince judges with his volume and maybe try to keep Bud into a defensive posture where he could swing a bunch of wild punches and whether they're landing or not, convince judges. But I just don't see Terence Crawford staying too complicit enough to for Shawn Porter to do that. Like if Shawn Porter hits him too much, Bud going after him. And Shawn gonna be put on his back foot. And if that happens, man, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Stop it. Hey, Boxing Brain, what's up with you? You say Shawn is capping, man. Yeah, hey, bro, he hyping the fight, man. He hyping the fight like he really gonna do something. I just don't see where the evidence is at. It's like, why make a statement like that with no fucking evidence, bro? Like, what evidence do you have to say that you're gonna stop Terence Crawford? You ain't got none. He just running his gums and saying this and that, but he don't provide no damn evidence. I'm gonna let y'all listen to a little bit more. Let's see if he provides any sort of evidence like, hey, remember this fight when I was in this fight and I had to do this and I had to do that? Or remember this fight when I was down and I knocked the guy? He has nothing to point to. He has no examples. We boxing aficionados around here. When you make a claim like that, bro, we're gonna see if you can, where's the proof in that shit? And with your little punk ass 17 KOs, ain't no proof with your little KOs, with your little 17. Let's see what Shawn talking about.
And I don't think that anybody else is going to the ring with that mentality to beat him. You know, Ant mentioned just now that
no one has gone to the ring with the mentality to beat him.
Is of the school
wow.
Of, I don't give two shits about interviews, and I show up on fight.
I don't want to hear all that. That's all I wanted to hear was the knockout part. He's going to proceed to explain as to why he is talking a little more now, and he's saying that he feel like he got to sell himself, and people know he's got a bunch of action, but he's got to talk to let people know to come to the fight to see his action. That's cool. One thing I always give Shawn Porter credit for is I've told you I got buddies who don't know much about the fight game, and Shawn Porter, believe it or not, and I think he does know this, he does have the power to a certain degree to woo a few casuals. And the reason I say that is because of his fighting style. People win, lose, or draw, and this is what we be telling folks about fighters that lose all the time. If you lose, people are not going to walk out on you if you're giving us what we want to see. If you're giving valiant performances, if you're leaving it all in the ring, win, lose, or draw, your fan base is going to stick with you. There's even cases where you can actually gain fans in defeat. You know how many fighters have gained fans in defeat because they gave a valiant effort? And Shawn is one of those guys. Shawn is one of those guys where his style is so fan friendly to a certain degree, to the casual mind, because they just see a guy in there throwing a lot of punches where they like it. And there have been, I have been told on more than one, more than two, more than three occasions from cats who do not know the fight game like that, how much they like Shawn Porter. I have been told that. And I will keep that honest. Shawn is an exciting fighter to watch. Because win, lose, or draw, you're going to be on the edge of your seat. But the deal is as exciting as he is to watch, for some odd reason, I never feel the threat of a knockout. I never say that Shawn Porter's going to knock somebody out. I just think that he can beat up people to a certain degree. But I never sit here and say that Shawn Porter's going to knock people out. You know what I'm saying? Dave Tatton, I see you, family. Good morning to my brother Dave Tatton, man. Salute to the UK, man. Hi, man. Peace, hope all is good from the UK, man. Hey, life is love and all the above, bro. I got no complaints, and who will listen? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I can't complain. I'm just happy it's Friday and we one day closer to the big one. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Salute to my homie Mills Lane in that super chat, man. Much appreciation for the channel, family. I really appreciate you. You already know that, Mills. Salute to you, man. And that weekend is upon us, bro. Big fight tomorrow, man. Can't wait for this presser, man. I can't wait either, Mills. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I hope we get some more nuggets like we got from the last one, you know what I mean? But I'm really interested in wanting to see the weight on how much these guys are weighing. I don't know, man. I think Deontay Wilder might be at that 230 plus range. I don't know. I could be tripping. Maybe it was the camera of the person that was interviewing him and they were a bit closer to him. But Slim, my man is looking straight hawkish out here, bro. He's looking like he's been working, man. He's been bench pressing. He said he wanted to get his upper body strength up. I see it, man. He's looking a little big. And Tyson Fury's been covering himself up like he likes to do. So we truly really don't know. So I'm dying to see how much these dudes gonna weigh. You know what I'm saying? Black Ham TV on deck. Good morning, man. Oh shit, I say good afternoon. What's up, fam? If Bud gets a wide UD, will he get credit? He still should. He still should. I mean, this is still Shawn Porter, the man who defeated Danny Garcia, right? So I think he still should get it. But I just don't think no way you slice it, even if he stops Porter. I mean, the ultimate surprise for everyone, right? Even if he stops Shawn Porter, I think people will still find a way to poke holes in that. I do. I just don't see scenarios where Terence Crawford will get credit because he already got his fan base. If he woo over the other side, he'll become a much more bigger fighter. There are certain entities around the sport that don't want to see Terence Crawford grow. And so, that's why Terence don't do a bunch of talking, man. He just like, look, I'm going to let my action do the talking. If I'm going to win over fans, I'm going to win over fans with these hands. Not because I do like Rolly Romero and go on the internet every 10 minutes and talk. Or I do what these new generation fighters do. No, I'm going to win it with these hands. And I got nothing but respect for that mindset. You know what I mean? Yeah, Black Ham. If Bud get a YD, will he get in there? I just don't see no scenario. And I love to be shocked. I would love to be surprised. But I don't see no scenario where that man gonna get no credit. I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. Joe, what's up with you, man? He say salute. He don't give Bud his true credit. No, not gonna happen. Media, fans, it's just too many fans entrenched in their positions. I mean, it's just people just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Plus, at the end of the day, to keep the rivalry going, some people have more interest in that. I'm ready for some rubber to meet the road. That's just why I'm at. Jonah says, yo, man, Crawford fought the same opponents Earl fought. That's why when people talk about his resume, it's funny. Crawford, Danny, and Mikey before Earl in the amateurs. That's true. That is true. He did fight Danny and Mikey back in the day. But no one ever really kind of brings that up. It's like the amateur ranks. You know what I'm saying? And they still kind of finding their way. They're still working on the point system. A little bit different. Now, in this particular arena, there were fighters that a lot of people beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs. But in this arena, where knockouts count, things change. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no headgear on. Ain't no big ass gloves. Your ass going to sleep. And that's Terence Crawford's motto. You know what I mean? I like that. Yeah, but they ain't gonna give him no credit. No way you slice it. Not. What's up, Not Zay on deck. What's up, man? Good afternoon, man. Shawn is going to lose. He is talking all of that shit. Bud is just listening. That's all he doing. That's how Bud always do. Was Bud know the truth? Bud know exactly what's about to happen. Shawn ass is about to get reduced. They all know it. Everyone around. They talking about he working with Larry Wade, the strength and conditioning coach. You've been working with Larry Wade, homeboy, and we still ain't seen no knockouts. That ain't nothing new. Larry Wade and your pops are super tight. They always been super tight, just like you with Barry Hunter. I was hoping Shawn came out here to train, because if he was, I was going to Headbangers. I can walk right up through Headbangers. I got fam in there. If I'd have heard court word that Shawn Porter was coming down here to train, I was walking in Headbangers. But you always been down with Larry Wade, bro. Your people's all, this ain't nothing new. The knockout still ain't came. And I will say that Larry Wade gets Shawn Porter in great condition to throw all of those punches, to have all of that activity in the ring. Well, you got to be in tip top, right? And I never see a fight where Shawn Porter is taking rounds off like that, where Shawn Porter is like winded and not looking like Shawn Porter. He's always in great condition. But that ain't brought no knockouts. You know what I mean? That ain't brought no damn knockouts. Shawn said knocking out who? He say he knocking out Bud, fam. He say he knocking out Bud. I'm like you, Project Bennett. Where's the evidence? What makes you say this, bro? Like, what makes you think, clearly it's a way to sell a fight. But I don't see no proof. Let me take another look real quick. Just maybe it's something that I'm overlooking. Let me look through Shawn little shit. Let me flip my fingers through his little resume real quick, man. Let's see what's up. 31-3, one draw with 17 KOs, but he gonna knock out Terence Crawford. That's funny, bro. That is funny. Let's see, man. You couldn't even knock out Sebastian Formella. If you put Sebastian Formella in the ring with Terence Crawford, I give it 3 rounds, bro. I give it 3 rounds. You couldn't even knock out Formella. And he was there to be hit all night long. Take in mind, y'all go back and watch that fight. It ain't like Formella was this slick dude. He was there to be hit all night. And Shawn was laying some good leather on him. The problem was the power didn't show up, bro. I'm starting to wonder about Porter's power. Am I wrong for that fact? Am I wrong for wondering about Porter's power? Let's see. And I know y'all might say, well, man, he's been fighting good fighters, so that's why he ain't knocking nobody out. But let's take it to the lower tier fighters. He's not even knocking these dudes out neither. He ain't knocking out Sebastian Formella. Danny Garcia, well, I know Danny don't get knocked out, right? Because Earl even put a bunch of punches on him, and they couldn't put Danny down. Danny's hard to put down. Danny got that strong core, and he got a tough chin. So I'll give him that. He couldn't put Danny down. The man couldn't even put Adrian Granados down. Did Conor Ben stop Granados? And yet Shawn Porter couldn't stop Adrian Granados. Danny Garcia made easy work of Adrian Granados and stopped him. But Shawn don't stop him. But he gonna stop Bud. Get the hell out of here, fam. Come on, man. You couldn't even stop AB, and AB don't let his hands go. If AB got into the ring with Terence Crawford not letting his hands go, AB ass gonna get the beating of his life. But you, on the other hand, he put you on your ass. And he barely even swung in that fight. You go back and watch that fight, AB was being the typical AB. Scared to really let his hands go. Kind of, he was intimidated by Shawn to a certain degree. And he didn't swing. But you didn't even stop him. And he was right there to be hit all night long. But you gonna stop Bud? You put Bud Crawford in a ring with Adrian Bronner, and he ain't swinging. Man, y'all got to be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. Chief Fred 4 in that super chat. Hey, Chief Fred 4, I appreciate all of your support for the channel, fam. And I hope you come on and rock with me on the panel a little later on, homie. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Even his homeboy got quiet when he said that nobody has the heart to tell him. Bless his heart. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, bro. They don't want to burst his bubble, man. They want him to live in his bubble. Keep filling your head up with whatever you got to fill your head up to get up for the fight. And convince yourself, we know you're getting a fat ass paycheck. You're getting the most money perhaps you've probably ever seen in a fight. I think this is Shawn Porter's biggest check. We know he got 1.5 guaranteed against Earl, plus some 40% of the pay-per-view share. But that won't even equal up to his base pay, perhaps, of $4 million for this fight. So you're getting the biggest check of your life. That's another reason to rise up to the fight. But, bro, ain't nobody believing what he talking about. His own homies. Like, yeah, we ain't going to burst his bubble. But nobody got the heart to tell him, bro, you getting stopped. So all of them little homies on your podcast, hope they ringside. Because they're going to want to run in the ring and make sure that Shawn is all right. They're going to want to hold his head up like Rocky held Apollo. Y'all remember how Rocky looked when he held Apollo in the middle of the ring? When Drago got finished with him? And he was sitting there like staring at Drago like, boy, when I get in shape, I'm going to whoop your ass. That's going to be Shawn's little homies. They're going to run in there and have to pick Shawn's head up off the ground like Rocky and Apollo and shit. And I can see one of his homies on the panel just staring at Bud like, I'm going to the gym tomorrow, and I'm going to come back and kick Bud's ass. Oh, and Shawn Porter laying on the ground with his eyes rolling to the back of his head and white shit coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. It is what it is, man. Yeah, man. Not Zay says AB could have beat Shawn. Yeah, if AB would have let his hands go, there's a lot of things that AB can or could have, would have, should have did. You know what I mean? One of the most, I guess you can say honestly, one of the most unfortunately disappointing careers of modern boxing. I had, back in the day, I always tell this story, AB is one of the reasons I even started my channel. It was AB. I was so fascinated by him back in the day. when he was on his rise. And his fight versus Marcos Maidana was the first one that I covered. And I just thought AB was going to be the truth. I really did, until I, of course, got more and started educating myself more into the sport. And I found out about how they move fighters, how they move them a certain way, how fighters are bigger than other fighters, and so on and so forth. And it just like, damn. But I always got a lot of respect for Adrian Broner, because he does not turn down no one, win, lose, or draw. You dig? And unfortunately, AB could have. I just really believe that if he could have stayed focused in his career and kept his head on his shoulders the right way, bro, and stayed committed to his craft, I think that AB could have been a problem. He got all of the tools. He just don't know how to use them. Damn. He don't know how to use his own tools. That's crazy, ain't it? That is super crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he got by so in his early portions of his career on size, overpowering the Antonio DeMarcos of the world. And he even lost a couple on the way. He got a couple gifts. You know, it's just damn, man. Every time I think about it, man, like, dog, I thought AB was going to be the truth. That man was about to be a pay-per-view star in his like early 20s. Like they moving Tank now. They were moving AB in the same fashion. It's the same program. Same one. Tank now going on his third pay-per-view. AB was about to bust it open with that Marcos Maidana fight. All he had to do was win that fight, and they were going to push him out there as the next Floyd. Damn, fight fans. I do not tell that story, man, happily. Every time we talk about it, I don't say that with a smile on my face at all, dog. Like I really think I really think, and even like guys like Tank Davis, because you know, AB was kind of like the dude that brought him into the game. I'm sure Tank probably even look at his OG and like, damn, bro, you could have been so much bigger. But he still got respect for AB, and that's a plus. That's good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Adrian, I ain't heard much about him outside of his issues that he's been dealing with. I've been trying to keep AB off limits because clearly he got too much personal stuff going on. And ain't nobody trying to be talked about and aired out in the public when they got all of this personal stuff going on. So it ain't my arena. I don't go for the low hanging fruit. Y'all know I don't operate on the low frequency, so I just say fuck that. And I hope AB get himself together and come on back, man. Hopefully he's already back into the win column. I hope he continues to go down that route. Maybe give him another soft touch, get his confidence back. Keep him active, man. Keep him occupied. Keep him active. You know, AB is he's praying for a fight. He's hoping for a fight, and he's telling the people over at PBC, y'all got to keep me active. You got to keep me active. You know, get my ass off the couch. I'm gonna start drinking, and miss me with that. Oh man, AB needed. Dog, this is the fighter's lifestyle. For all of my boxing fans out there, y'all have studied your favorite fighters. You've watched documentaries of the past. You've seen how some of your favorite fighters have ended up. This is a fighter's story. This is not an Adrian Broner thing. Adrian Broner ain't the first or the last fighter to burn out. So I hope he has redemption in his story. That's the one hope that I do have. And I think PBC has his best interests at heart, and they're trying to protect him from himself. But AB, man, you gotta get it together, man. Yeah, but he could have beat Shawn on both his hands. Rolon, what's up, man? Are we forgetting that Bud got dropped by Mean Machine? Virgil cleaned him up. Yeah, but Virgil also went through a lot more damage than Crawford took against Mean Machine. He had much more hands put on him than Crawford did versus Mean Machine. My deal is with Bud, y'all always go to that little he dropped, because technically it was a drop, but it wasn't a drop, just his hand touched the canvas. It's like the same thing that Floyd went through with Zab Zuda. You know what I'm saying? Everyone went crazy. Oh my God, how come everyone was calling Floyd Chinny though, right? Oh my God, Floyd went down against Zab Zuda. Fine. This is the fight game. That shit don't mean nothing. My thing is, what happened after that? He lose the fight? Did he not get up? Did he stay on the canvas? Did he give up in the fight? Or did he get up around from that point forward? That's what I look at, homeboy. See, you looking at a quarter of the game. I look at all 4 quarters in which the game is over and then make an assumption. I don't go back and say, oh man, this team is so sorry because they was down 14-0 in the first quarter. No. I say, who won the game? Did that team come in that game? Well, damn, I got respect for the team that was down and came back and won the game. That's a badass team right there. They don't give up. They full of heart. But some of us choose to look at it as the glass half full and say, oh, he dropped by Mean Machine, who's an Olympian, might I add. It's all good. Not to mention, you can count on one hand out of 30, how much say 37 fights in Bud's career, and you can count on one hand how many times he got dinged up. That's impressive. I don't put no stock in that, bro. The same way I don't put stock into sparring stories and sparring wars. We'll be like, oh, this person got dropped in sparring. This happened in sparring. Man, are we so desperate to make the other fighter look that bad that we reach into sparring stories and we reach into the 1 or 2 times that a fighter got nicked up in 37 fights? That's low hanging. I can care less about that. You know, I want to know what the final conclusion was all day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mainman says, Mill says, Mainman, I was talking about Bub and Porter's press conference tomorrow. My bad, fam. You know what I'm saying? My fault, bro. Okay, yeah, we definitely looking forward to that. We're gonna have soundbite after soundbite after soundbite, quote after quote after quote. Bud Nation gonna wake that. Oh yeah, tomorrow gonna be a beautiful Boxing Day. Tomorrow is gonna. Hey, y'all better take some notes from the home, dog. Your girl, you better get her out the way tonight. I'm telling you, that's a real spill, man. You better get her out the way tonight, fam. You know what I'm saying? Take her out, let's show her a good time, get her off your back. Do what you got to do because tomorrow is going to be a beautiful Boxing Day. We got the big one going down. We got Crawford and Porter's press conference going down. We got that beautiful undercard on that event tomorrow going down. Frank Sanchez, Jogbe, Adam Kalnaki versus Robert Helenius. Then get a good peek at Jared Anderson. Man, I'm telling y'all, tomorrow gonna be a beautiful Boxing Day. Do what you got to do tonight. Take her out, show her a good time. Watch if it's movie night. If movie nights is normally Saturday nights, you move movie night to tonight. All of the cuddling so she can stay out of your face tomorrow. So we can be loud, we can be intoxicated, and we can act a damn fool like boxing barbarians around this dumb bitch. It's going to be a beautiful Boxing Day, man. It really is. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Man, there go my man right there. What's up, man? Boxing Logics United in a building. What's up, man? My main man, Myron Magnus, man. What's up with you, fam? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? I hope all is well, fam. You all ready, man. We doing a panel later, bro. If you want to slide past, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Crawford went to his knee, actually, but think that he was stunned trying to smother Green Machine and fell off balance. Yeah, we know it had a lot to do with his balance and just at the right time. And it's not like it was a knockdown and he got up on wobbly legs and he couldn't go forward. He couldn't function no more. None of that stuff ain't happened. It was a minor little thing. And then my man turned around and every second of every round proceeded to break down and finish Aegis Kalvalauskas. Finished them fight fans. Something that Shawn Porter don't know nothing about. You did. Oh, man, that's what I'm saying. Hey, man, salute to my homie Myron Magnus, man. Hey, man, bro, your support for the channel is definitely unnoticed, bro. That's why I tell you anytime, man. Man, look, man, anytime you can get on this panel, bro. And when you live, bro, you know I'm there, man. You know what I'm saying? I caught your last one, bro. And I'm making a mission to catch my man Myron Magnus, man. Well, for real, man. I appreciate you, family. I really do, man. Hey, man, huge day for boxing. Hashtag peace and pugilism. I'm going to say that one more time. Peace and pugilism. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that's copyrighted by my main man, Boxing Logics United. If you hear anybody around this YouTube saying that, y'all know where it started at. Peace and pugilism to you too, champion. You know what I'm saying? All day, man. Yeah, man. So it's like one of them things, man, where, you know, people take that and just blow. That's all that they got on Terence Crawford. That literally is all that they have is that one little moment in time where Aegis Calvalauskas kind of struck of the draw, landed one good shot, and ain't do shit else for the rest of the fight. Virgil had hands put all on him by Aegis Calvalauskas. Y'all see Virgil after that fight? And if y'all want to bring up Virgil, why the hell Virgil ain't stepped up? Virgil number one. He can put paperwork in. He's been number one in the past before they made him number one again. This is his second time being number one. See, I pay attention. Virgil could have been through his head in the ring. Easy work. He rocking with Oscar. Oscar do business with Bob. Ain't no problem there. The problem is that Oscar knows he don't want that kid wrecked so early. It's too early. He'll get wrecked. And he ain't got no money out. It's too early. They put him in the ring with Bud. He'll get wrecked. He probably never be the same. Y'all know. I've told this story a million times. Bud is a walking wrecking. Why these dudes so hesitant? When Bud beat you, you're never the same. Just look at his trail of tears. Just look at his bodies. Them dudes were never the same. Hold on. Just so I can make sure I got this very, very accurately. Normally, it's been a long week. Let's just say I've been reading so much stuff and dealing with so much stuff work-wise, fight fans, that my memory is foggy right now. So hold on. I could just look this up real quick. These dudes are never, ever, ever, ever the same, bro. They're just not. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see. Kell Brook. Kell Brook don't want to fight nobody but Amir Khan. He has no more appetite for the fight game no more. Kell Brook is wrecked. And I love Kell Brook. And y'all know I love Kell Brook. But he's wrecked. He ain't no more good. Aegis Calvalauskas was floating through the division. He loses to Crawford. He ain't won since. Or he beat one little dude. Gets humiliated by Virgil Ortiz. He's never been that humiliated his entire career. Would he get dropped like 6 times from Virgil? That's Terence Crawford softening up Aegis Calvalauskas, wrecking Aegis Calvalauskas. Now Aegis ain't no more good. No punch resistance, no nothing. Amir Khan quit on Crawford. The man literally quit, and when he was fighting a decent fight. But he ain't want no more. Ain't seen him since. Ain't seen Khan since. Jose Benavidez, ain't seen him since. They say it was because of the leg, man. Okay, the leg, this was 2018. We talking 3 years ago. Why he ain't fighting? Wrecked. Ain't seen him since. They coming back soon, right on Brothers undercard. But he's wrecked. Jeff Horn comes off beating Manny Pacquiao, the greatest victory of his career. Floating through doing his thing. He runs into Terence Crawford. I ain't seen Jeff Horn winning again. He losing to everyone. He lost to everybody. Jeff coming off beating legendary Manny Pacquiao, giving him the fight of his life, and meets Terence Crawford. He don't win no more. Wrecked. Fucking wrecked. Anybody seen Julius Ndongo? The man came off 2 world championship fights in the backyard of the guy he was fighting. Impressive. Becomes a unified champion. People are like, oh my goodness. He runs into Terence Crawford, taking him out undefeated. So when people saw Julius Ndongo come out of nowhere, it was like, who the fuck is this dude? Unified? Loses to Terence Crawford. He don't win no more. Nothing. Julius Ndongo never the same. He can't stand up. He can't take a punch. Nothing. Before that, he was war-torn, war-ready. Afterwards, he's nothing. Hashtag wrecked. Hashtag wrecked. Oh, man, salute to my main man, 100 grand. Always supporting the channel, man. My main man, Pito Fresh Goodbye, man. Oh, man. I appreciate your support, family, for the channel. Thank you, family, and much love to you. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, man. I'm stuck in traffic, so I can't interact as much as I want to. But you already know. I got Wilder in 3, and I got Buzz Stopping Porter in 9. Salute, man. Salute to the fam. Pito Fresh Goodbye, man. Holding down the channel, fam. Yeah, man. Hey, good picks, bro. Good picks. I think I'm rocking with you on both. You already know, family. I'm rocking with Bomb Squad. And, of course, Bud is the walking wrecking machine, as we sit here proving. So I'm rocking with Bud Crawford. Man, I appreciate you, Pito. I really do. Love to you. So Julius and Dongo wrecked. Felix Diaz. When last time we seen? When last time y'all seen Felix Diaz? Everybody say, "Yo, man, Felix Diaz gave Terence Crawford a good fight," and that's a good one to look at in doing your homework for the Shawn Porter fight. Handled Felix Diaz with ease. Felix came in there aggressive, just like Jeff Horn did, trying to throw punches and bunches, trying to make it to the inside to do some damage. Terence Crawford used them feet. He used that full extension. Man, he boxed Felix Diaz, the Olympian now, boxed his face off. Ain't seen him since. Ain't seen him since. The rest worth mentioning. Victor Post is considered coming off beating Lucas Matisse. He was considered the man. Some argued number one at the class. He runs into Terence Crawford. He becomes nothing. Take in mind, I always go back that when Victor Postal and Crawford fought, that was the Victor Postal show. That whole pay-per-view was tailored to Victor Postal. That was HBO bringing Eastern Europeans to the fight game and trying to pump them up. And so they were riding heavy, including Bob Arum, behind Victor Postal. I remember that time. Victor Postal was considered the man. People were saying that, oh no, there's no way. Crawford's too small. He's not going to beat Postal. Postal is the jabbing machine. Man, Crawford went in there and beat the shit out of Victor Postal. And Victor ain't won nothing since. Losing to everybody. Turned out to be a jabber and nothing more, nothing less. No killer instinct, no power, no nothing. I can argue that was taken away from him by Terence Crawford. I can argue that. I really can. Victor Postal was the man, fight fans. Wiped out, wrecked. Yorkis Gamboa, after he loses to Terence Crawford, he goes on a hiatus. He don't even know what weight class he belongs at no more. He moved up from 30 to 35 and take on Terence Crawford. He got up there, got his ass whooped, and figured, you know what, 35, just not for me. No, how about Terence Crawford just wasn't for you? That's what it was about. You feel me? So I'm telling y'all, fight fans, my man is a wrecking machine. See how I can pull up proof? And Shawn Porter talking about he gonna knock out Crawford, but I got no proof. I got nothing. I just got Shawn Porter with 17 knockouts in 35 fights. And his last knockout was years ago, but he gonna stop Terence Crawford. Miss me with it. Don't ever talk like that to a wrecking machine, because Shawn, you fuck around and get wrecked. I'm just saying, though. So to my brother, man, Boxing Logics United back in that super chat. Thank you once again, my friend, for the support for the channel, man. Words can't express how thankful I am to everyone. You know what I'm saying? I really mean that, man. Hashtag peace and pugilism. With the tenacity the old fighters back in the day do. It separates him from fighters of today. And that's exactly why a lot of boxing fans can't understand how he moves. That's exactly why a lot of boxing fans can't understand why he don't talk. Why he ain't treating me like I'm the best. Why isn't he giving me an interview? Why isn't he sitting down and talking with me? Do he know who I am? Look here, man. That shit mean nothing to that man, shorty. He don't move like that. He's a G. I keep explaining to people. This man's been shot in the head, man. He don't trust new dudes. No new friends. He makes rubber meet the road. He'd rather do the action. He gets a $3 million guarantee. He don't need your hype. Don't care about your numbers. He barely care about his own. What the hell people think he care about yours for? He don't care if you watch or don't. You support or not. And I'm the type of boxing fan where I'm not looking for this overall emotional attachment, him to be my friend, him to come talk to me and all. Look, he does me just the favor I need from watching him fight. That's all I'm here for. That's the only reason people don't have to like him, don't want to like him. Call it for what it is. Because he won't be a lot of people's friend. Oh, he's not no friend. He's not no friend. Man, please. Please. And if anybody want to call this man other than a black man, you missing it. You better look at his circle. You better look at his family and see where he come from, Salute to Terence Crawford, bro. Moves like a G. Moves like an old school fighter. One of the fighters of back in the day, Sonny Liston. One of the biggest, baddest men on the planet. How much talking did Sonny Liston do? How much talking did Sonny Liston do? I remember Muhammad Ali walking up on Sonny Liston while Sonny Liston and that thing gambling. He had the casino gambling, throwing the dice. Ali coming, talking. And what does Sonny do? Pull out the gun with the blanks in it, right? Just pull the strap out on him. Ali go haul assing up out the casino. And he shoot the gun in his jacket, pop, and he had blanks in it. He ain't say a word. Didn't say a word. One of the baddest men on the planet. Muhammad Ali felt as though he had to talk and get into his head and blow up the fight because Sonny Liston didn't do no talking. But Sonny Liston will knock your ass out. That's that old school mentality that my brother talking about. That's how Sonny moved. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. John Page in the building. Batman, what's up, bruh? What's up with you? He say Edward Troyanowski. Who the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Edward Troyanowski was a man that, like I said, he made it to the top. And what's his name? Julius Ndongo had to walk into his backyard. Troyanowski beat somebody else too. That's just I'm a little I haven't really looked into it in a while, but he beat someone. Was it Burns? No, Ndongo beat Burns, which is a damn good victory. That's a damn good victory. Ricky Burns had moved up and got another title, and Julius Ndongo took it up off him. Or was it Troyanowski that took it up? Oh, man, I'm a little murky on that. Hold on, I'm about to look this up right now. We about to get this figured out. Right now. It was some. Okay, yeah, he beat. Okay, yeah, that's what he beat Burns. So Ndongo took all of those belts off Burns. He took a belt off Burns, and he took one off. And did he fight for a vacant one against Troyanowski? I think it was Cal Relicky. That's who it was. That's who Troyanowski had for Cal Relicky. That's what I'm thinking. But Relicky beat him. That's what it was. Who did he beat? That was after Ndongo. Who did he beat prior to Ndongo? He ain't beat shit. Nope. But he had the IBF. So who did he beat for the IBF? He beat Cesar Rene Quincy Cow, or whoever the hell that was, you know. But Troyanowski had the IBO and he had the IBF. So it wasn't vacant. The fact of the matter was he was a reigning title holder. Troyanowski was a reigning title holder, and Julian Ndongo went into the backyard of a reigning title holder, and he had two of them. We don't consider the IBO a major belt, I understand. But shit, man, I mean, Troyanowski had two belts. And then Ndongo went to his hometown and beat him. On top of that, did the same thing to Burns. Bro, you don't see that happening every day. That's why I don't understand how we diminish these people like they just did nothing. And Ndongo did one hell of a job going and taking two titles off of Troyanowski in his backyard and taking what? One off of Ricky Burns. Oh, that's not bad. When the last time Shawn Porter did something like that? Riddle me that. When the last time he went into the backyard of a champion and took the belt off him? When the last time any of these dudes moved up one weight class to take on one challenge at the higher class? At least Danny moved up, I always say. When has any of these dudes did anything like that, man? That's what I don't be understanding. Like, we take these accolades away from these fighters like it's nothing. But then when I look on the other side, I don't see none of them doing anything like that, man. Let's put things into perspective here. Even a guy like Earl Spence Jr. Dog, he just really fighting good fights. You know that, right? And it's like last 3 fights. How old is Earl? Our expectations in the bar has been set so low that a little something. I mean, like dog, these were when you moving up in weight, when you going into the backyard of a unified title or unified champion's backyard and beat him in his own hometown, bro, that's big shit. I don't know. I don't know. Say Sonny got his ass beat by Cassius Clay. Yeah, well, you know, we know some things happened in that fight. That's only telling like 1/3 of the story. You know, I'm a big Muhammad Ali fan, but I ain't stupid enough to know that something went down foul in those fights. You already know, Phantom Punch, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Ali had his eyes blinded. It was just a lot of shit going on in that fight. So that was back then. You know what I'm saying? The point I was making, listing, was prior to the Ali fight, or even during the Ali fight. Sonny Liston during that time was perceived to be the baddest man on the planet. He ain't say a word, man. It wasn't about popularity back then. My man mentioned about old school fighters. It wasn't about popularity. You didn't have an internet. You didn't have a bunch of dudes capping all the damn time. You ain't had a bunch of dudes talking more than they were fighting. And in Sonny's case, he didn't have to talk to get his respect. He just had to go in there and knock people out, which he did very good. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Real spill. That's it, bro. Didn't give a damn about nothing but busting fool's ass in the ring. I couldn't agree with you more, bro. Couldn't agree with you more. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Porter's last stoppage was Berto in 2017. Who he stopping? He ain't stopping shit, bro. DGO, what's up, bro? 1 day away, man. 1 day away. What you talking about? Crawford, Canelo, and Fury are going to prove once again that there are levels to this shit. I can rock with two. I can rock with one of them, Crawford, all day. But as for Canelo, well, I ain't gave no breakdown on that. I don't want to get too much away with Canelo and Plant. We got that time coming up real soon. And for Tyson Fury, well, I gave my prediction yesterday. You already know. We'll see if all three of your predictions come out on top, DGO. I'm going to remember this: Crawford, Canelo, and Fury. I'm going to remember that, DGO. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Salute to my fam, DGO. DGOO2. That is perhaps my first time ever saying that. Damn, DGO been hanging around for a while, bro. I call him DGO, but it's DGO0082. I can't say a promise. I'm going to say that every time, fam. But you know, you already know. You DGO over here, fam, all day. That's my, you know what it is. Facts. He don't give a damn about nothing but busting fools' ass in the ring, say Boxing Logic United. I couldn't agree with you more. I like that. Old school mentality. Old school mentality. I got L Dub in the building. My brother L Dub. Hey, what's up with you, fam? Everyone that hears the sound of my voice, this is the boxing encyclopedia right here. This is the man that's going to keep you highly informed on rankings. He's going to keep you informed on from the biggest to the smallest of fighters. And his knowledge is second to none. You dig? That's my man right there, Lawrence Williams. What's up, family? How you feeling, man? Chilling, chilling, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Boxing Logic United says, hold on, sorry about that. The way that Crawford pulled up on Spence that day told me everything that I needed to know about him. Oh, yeah, he ain't running from no smoke. My man running in the burning buildings, easy work. Running in the burning buildings, easy work. He ain't ducking nothing. That's what I'm saying. Shawn Porter, though, say he gonna stop him. He says he's gonna stop him. Oh, Ricky fought for a vacated belt. Doesn't matter, though. He was a title holder, and that was his third class at holding the belt. That was his third class. So you gonna go through the other two and discredit them too, Batman? That was his third hit. That was him moving up in weight. And Ricky Burns is the only fighter that Crawford did fight that wasn't all the way wrecked. He was the only one. Because Ricky Burns went on to win again after Terence Crawford at a higher weight class. I respect that shit, bro. I don't understand how that's so diminished. You always say, man, because I know this is your line right here, fam. Man, but who he fight though? These dudes with some bums, man. That's Batman, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, Batman. But I always say to you, family, I want to see Porter move up and fight the weakest cat at 54. I got Kell Brook going up one weight class in position to fight all of these dudes, and he goes back down in weight. You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't even want to move up once. Shawn Porter started out as a heavier weight in the amateurs, and he comes down in weight and stays there. How the fuck you go from beating Olasander Usyk in the amateurs to go and fighting these little dudes at 147 and don't want to move up in all of these years? Come on, man. So, like I say, dog, if you want to say it's about competition and who they fought, Batman, I want to see them dudes move up and fight the weakest fighter at 54 and win. Let me see. Look at Danny Garcia. Danny, like, I'm going up to 54, but he talking about taking nobody serious right now. He's talking about I need a soft touch, and then he'll look to move into the other fight. We'll see. We'll see. But in Danny's case, he's already done it. So it's not as urgent for him as it is for the rest of them. Earl Spence Jr. says, I got 2 more fights. He says, I got 2 more, then I'm moving up. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Too bad you moving. It took all of these years, but whatever. Let's see it. And we know Earl walking around like 170, 180. So, I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. He says, when the last time Porter fought a C-class champion? I don't consider no champion C-class. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. How you consider a champion C-class? There is no such thing as a C-class champion. I don't recall Porter ever fighting a C-class champion, and I can never recall Terence Crawford fighting a C-class champion. The word C-class and champion in the same sentence doesn't make sense to me. See, that's what I'm saying. You diminish these dudes when they become champions, when they move up in weight, when they take on certain challenges. It's not always about the name, Batman. It's not always about, oh, who is that? We know this guy. Who is this? Sometimes you got to look at all the circumstances surrounding the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's how Canelo got away with his shit for years. It's easy to say a name, but then forget about the circumstances surrounding the fight. It's easy to say, oh, Canelo beat Erislandy Lara, but then we'll leave out the fact that he fought him at a catchweight. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to do a lot of it. We gotta put it all in total context, man. And when we do that, that's when you kind of see, okay, the whole picture, like, okay, whether or not it was worth it or not. And I think that when that fighter is moving up through weight classes and beating the world champions at these classes, I give them full credit, bro. I got to, man. Excuse D while I blaze content, man. What's up, man? All day, 100 grand. You already know. You already, man. You know what I'm saying? Batman says I'm talking about at 140. You talking about at 140. C-class champions at 140? Who? You talking about Bud Crawford? I told you, bro, he beat Victor Postal. It was the Victor Postal show. Victor Postal just came off beating Matisse. Matisse was considered the man of the class. So just because Bud wiped him out, that means nothing no more, right? Go back to that time, fam. Just watch that fight. Listen to the broadcast. Listen to how they were talking at that time. They wasn't talking about Bud beating this dude was guaranteed. A lot of them was thinking that Bud wouldn't do it. So now here we are many years after the fact, and we sit back and say, oh, he wasn't nothing. I remember that time, bro. And that wasn't the conversation during that time. The conversation was Lucas was this, Lucas was that. Everybody was jumping on Adrian Bronner about saying that he was avoiding Lucas Matisse. Everybody was jumping on a lot of, even Lucas Matisse fight against Danny. Everybody thought Danny was going to lose. Right? Sorry, fight fans. I just had a jam in my toe. So I'm just saying, man, we got to go back to those times, man. And when we do, you get an easy, you get the full picture. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Batman, I just got to get you on the panel, fam, because I see now I don't want to keep getting getting lost in translation or mixing up anything. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about Ricky? Now you saying Ricky? Ricky talking about Ricky got an easy challenger to be champion. Okay, cool. Once again, for the millionth time, I want to see one of these dudes at 147 move up and beat the weakest champion at 54. If it's that easy. If it's that easy. Ricky Burns moved up five pounds. to take on bigger men, and he won. So let me see one of these 47 fighters do something similar and go up there and take on the weakest champion. I would love to see Shawn Porter move up and beat not Patrick. What's the guy that got the belt now? Brian, the one that fought Charlo. Let's see him beat him. Let's see Shawn Porter beat J-Rock. Let's see that. You think that? Who would you put your money on? Shawn Porter or J-Rock? It's just one weight class, and J-Rock ain't done nothing. It's currently he's losing and everything. Let's see Shawn Porter beat him. Who you got? You gonna say J-Rock is an A-class fighter? It's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you go, well, I'm not 100% sure because J-Rock is a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? He might got the power advantage. You're gonna start thinking like that. So let's get the same respect to them boys. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you talking about Canelo? At 168, Billy Joe was a C-class champion. At 160 was a C-class champion. Hold up. At 168, Billy Joe was a C-class champ. I can't call Billy Joe a C-class champion. I told you, that doesn't even make sense to me, bro. Even though I'm not even the biggest fan of Billy Joe Saunders like that, to call him C-class, do you not understand? If you put a C-class fight in there with Billy Joe, he'll wipe the floor with them. He's beating these dudes when he's barely even trained. You know what I'm saying? So I know if you get a tip-top shape Billy Joe Saunders, there ain't a C-class fighter that's going to beat him, bro. It ain't. I mean, I know I got a lot to say about Billy. He's a PED cheater, and so on and so forth. He's lazy at times. He blows up between fights. It's a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you look at what he did at 54. I'm sorry. You look at what he did at 60. He beat Eubank, beat a couple other good names. Ain't no C-class fighter gonna beat no Billy Joe Saunders. I don't believe that for a second. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that for a second. Demi H says I'd love to see Crawford versus Jamel Charlo. That'll be a great one. I'd love to see Crawford versus Jamel Charlo. That'd be a great one. That'd be cool. I'm with it. He was even considering the 54 move at one time because all of the stoppage and all of the crap from 47. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was even thinking about going to 54 when Patrick Texera had it. But now, since politically it probably won't line up well for him, it's probably a little hesitant there. Plus, he got Shawn Porter now. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he got Shawn Porter. So it is what it is. Batman said, put the link out, man. All right, Batman, we can chop it up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't hang but only a little while longer, all right? But definitely want you to come on and say your piece. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. In the chat, fam. In the chat. Let's see what Batman talking about, man. I know Batman gonna come with his points, man. That's one thing I can never say. I can always say about the homie, man. Batman always come ready to go. You dig? Always come with the knife shot. You know what I'm saying? So bring it, goddamn it, bring it. You know what I'm saying? Ready to see what my main man talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But just to wrap up what Shawn Porter was talking about, fight fans, just that Shawn Porter and this knockout stuff, man. Like you got to give us some proof, Holmes. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. You know what I mean? Give us some goddamn proof. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
there you go. What's up with you, Batman? What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? My nigga, what's up, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. Tell me where the hell am I going wrong, brother? Where am I going wrong?
Man, Ricky Burns fought for a vacant title against a like a DC class level fighter.
But did he do it at a high weight class?
Yes, but I don't look, man. A D class level fighter is the same thing as at the next weight class. Come on, man.
How is that the next thing? So, like I asked you
ain't
in the
nothing
chat,
but 5 pounds bigger than him.
So once again,
but
so you saying one of the 47?
Ricky Burns got a frame. He know he walk around at probably like 150. So come on, man, stop. I mean, everybody need to stop this shit, man.
So we gonna act like Ricky Burns being a 3-division champion. Take in mind he won before Bud, he won in Bud's class, and he won at the class higher.
Yeah,
None of that don't mean that's the characteristics of a C class fighter.
You know, all these dudes, right? You know, mostly all these dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They in the amateurs, they fight 2 weight class bigger than what they did in pros. They They take this when they turn pro, they go down 2 weight classes, or you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, that
come
happened.
on, man.
So, but that's my point. In Bud's case, for example, if that is the case, he's already moved up 3 classes. The same can be
Yeah,
argued
but he
about
in the
Shawn.
amateurs he fought at 140.
Okay, fine. Now he's now gone beyond 40. Now, as
Yeah,
for Shawn Porter, who fought Olasander Usyk, who at heavyweight right now, why
but
the
you
hell
know
he
that
been a why the hell is he a career welterweight?
because he's fucking 5'6", man. Come on, man. He knew he wasn't gonna fucking survive. He was a kid fighting bigger guys. Okay, cool, but headgear and shit on. He knew he wasn't gonna survive fighting no fucking these bigger guys at no pro level with smaller gloves and headgear off, man.
But bruh, if you fighting at 170 something, wherever he fought Usyk at, how the hell you come to 47 and stay there your whole? You don't go to 54? Nothing.
I mean, that's on him. At least
So,
he
but that
fight
that lets
he
you that
fight.
lets you know that the
One thing
challenge
I
is
can say
there.
about him, he fight the best competition.
But he don't move up and challenge himself. Nor do Earl, nor has Keith. We make it so if it's so easy to do, none of these
I,
cats ain't moving.
who said it was easy to do? I just said,
So Ricky
but
Burns should get credit for what he did.
Earl worked with the best fighter at 154.
Work with him and fighting at 54 is two totally different things.
I mean, it ain't that totally different.
They all spar. They all spar bigger.
Like you said, your man Terence Crawford was testing 154 out by Spawn Whitcomb. So, I mean, which one is gonna be?
Bro, they spar big men all the time.
No, I'm just saying, which one is gonna be? Remember, you was like, uh, him working with what's his name? My
Who?
man from Maryland.
My from Maryland. Who? Shawn Porter? You talking about
Nah,
Larry? Who? Who you talking about?
uh,
Terrence
uh,
Crawford?
from Maryland.
Terrence Crawford was working with somebody from Maryland
Yeah. What's my man from Maryland?
in
With the
sparring.
man be wearing all that. He a weirdo, man.
Jared Hurd.
Yeah, Jerry Hurd, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, look. My point I'm making is all these dudes challenge themselves, bro. I mean, back to Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns, you can say what you want about who he fought, but he did what none of them dudes refused to do. And on top of that, he's a 3-division champion.
Man, go look who he fought, man.
He's a
I'm
three
just
division
saying.
champion.
I'm just
He's a
saying.
three
Go.
division
That's,
champion.
that's just like I was like with what's his
He beat
name?
Kyle
With
Relicky.
Billy Joe Saunders. He got caught cheating, trying to cheat on Boo Boo. Then he don't get suspended enough, and he gets rid of his belt and go up to 168, fight a Woo challenger for a vacant title for the WBO vacant. Then he what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
He defends his title against another Woody Poo fighter, and Betty looked good. He didn't look good in neither one of the fights.
But here's the difference between Andre and Ricky Burns. Ricky Burns did fight Kyle Relicky at 140 when he had the belt. He defended the belt against Kyle Relicky,
Now I
and
said
Kyle
Billy
Relicky.
Joe.
Billy Joe. Okay, but the difference between them is that Ricky may not have won the fight or won the belt against a top tier cat, but he defended it against a top tier cat because Kyle Relicky went on to become world champion after he lost to Burns. And
Man,
he lost his belt. He lost his belt in the tournament in the World Boxing Super Series. Was it against Josh or was it against Regis? I think it was Josh. So yeah, so he went on to become a champion, and Burns beat him.
Yeah, Burns went up,
So
got a
Burns
title
wasn't a
shot. I
C
don't
class
even know
fighter.
how he got a title shot at 150 at 140. I don't know how he got that title shot.
He got it.
Title shot.
He got it. He beat some cat. I'm be honest, I don't even know the kid. He beat the cat, some cat named Josh King.
Yeah,
Never
I
heard
know.
of him.
I
Never
know.
heard of him.
You never will.
But check this out. 2 fights later is when he beat Kyle Relicky. Who Kyle Relicky went
All
on to
right.
become a world champion after Ricky Burns.
All
So
right,
that's a
cool.
good
He
title defense.
got a solid win. All right, cool.
And
Then he
Bud
lose.
annihilated him. So he beat a 3-division champion, bro. That's just the way we always, you know how the fighters win look much better after the fighter beat him if that fighter go off and do something good. Well, that just made Bud win a little better because this man became a 3-division champion.
So that make that. I mean, so JoJo Diaz make Gary look real good then.
Look beautiful. I have no, hey, bro, you won't hear me arguing with that. I use that example all the time. JoJo Diaz makes Gary Russell look fantastic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time he gets another win, nobody can never say nothing about Gary resume. Never. And that's what strengthens your resume. So in Bud's case, he has a 3-division champ. That's why I always ask you who on the PBC side has beaten a 3-division champion, aside from Earl. And y'all say Little Mike. So that's whatever.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But outside of that,
Little Mikey.
that's it. That's as good as it. So none of them cats over there has beat a 3-division champion, and Bud has.
Well, then Danny.
Who
Danny,
beat that was a
Danny
3-division
beat
champion?
I mean, he was old at the time. He beat God damn, what's his name, man? Mexican man.
Mexican man. Ooh, Robert Guerrero. Who he beat?
Nah, at 135.
Oh, 35. Who he beat that was a 3-division champion?
Man, he knocked
Morales?
out. Yeah, Eric Morales.
I'm not sure Morales is 3. I know he for sure 2. But I don't know about 3. You know what I'm saying?
Eric Morales come from 126.
But did he win the belt down at 26? I'm not, but my memory is shot.
I'm not sure. I know he had a belt at 130 and 135.
But I give I give credit to Danny though. Danny at least moved up. Unlike a lot of those cats over there, he at least moved up at least from 40 to
because
47.
Danny and fucking Crawford are bigger guys for real. They just when they came in, they went down in weight.
And since Danny moved up one weight class, what has he done?
Nothing. I mean,
So
he lost.
one weight class,
He
one weight
lost
class.
all close, but he ain't get blown. Don't act like Danny got blown out.
Nah, I never said that.
Danny lost. Danny lost close fights to Shawn Porter and fucking what's his name? But he got blown out. I mean,
He got blown out by Earl. Earl blew him out.
Earl Spence beat the shit out of him.
But so he move up one weight class and become a whole totally different fighter. All for one. One weight class.
Edged out. He got edged out by he ain't get blown out. You could have flipped the coin with him and Shawn Porter.
Earl blew him out, bro.
No, Earl blew him out. That's the only one. You could have flipped the coin with him and Shawn Porter, and you couldn't flip the coin with him and Wisconsin, but
him and Keith y'all come to a certain degree blew him out. But I thought
Keith ain't blow him out. Keith beat him by, I'm gonna say by a couple of inches, man.
But when Danny was at 40, he did no losing. Even when he fought at the catch weight, when he fought Lamont at the catch weight, he wasn't losing. When he moved up one, but when he moved up one class, he become a whole.
He lost that fight to Peterson to me, but
yeah, Lamont came on late. You know what I'm saying? And he started walking him down, which all he had to do from the beginning was that for real. Danny don't let his hands go when you press him. He turns into a deer in the headlights.
Going backwards, Danny can't fight.
Can't fight going backwards. You're right. Don't let them hands go. Nothing. So, but the point is that he was the man. I got Bud moving up 3 and still consistently moving up his speed and power, steadily stopping bigger fighters. These dudes ain't doing none of that.
But he fighting better competition than Bud. Come on, man. Fucking Shawn and Keith Thurman is way better than I can't even remember his name. Motherfucking Jeff Horn, man.
Jeff Horn. I knew he was about to say Jeff Horn.
They way better than Jeff Horn.
I mean, I don't know about that. He never fought, man. That's left up to interpretation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100 on that.
I mean, don't know what would happen. Amateur career, professional career, they better than Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn got a bigger win than on both of them combined.
Oh man,
I'm just saying, bro. Like these are just what happened,
dog.
Bro, he got the biggest win.
All right, he got the nod, but everybody know he didn't win that fight.
All I know is he got the win. He beat Manny Pacquiao.
All right, Michael Fox lost then. Fuck, yeah, come on, man.
Nah, that ain't
All
how.
right, now you
That ain't
saying
how.
nah, but
That's totally different.
no, that's not. He got
That's
it.
totally different.
How?
No, come on, man. That was a blatant robbery, bro. Like in
All right.
Pacquiao's case, he won like 2 rounds, bro. 3 rounds tops. And that was
Who?
just that 10th
Pacquiao
round.
won what?
He won like three rounds tops.
Man,
Jeff Horn was beating the shit out of Pacquiao, bro.
man, he was wrestling the shit out Pacquiao.
Man, he hit Pacquiao in head, shoulders, knees, and toes. He hit him
Oh
everywhere, all
man,
over.
go back and look at the fight, man.
Dog, and Pacquiao had one damn good round.
Please
One
go,
good round.
please go back and look at that fight, man.
I
That
watched that
man was
fight a
just
few
pushing.
times.
That man was just pushing Pacquiao around the ring, man.
Hey man, excuse these while I blaze content says, yo man, why did Danny turn down the Bud fight? Good question.
Cause they ain't offer him enough money. Come on, man. You're gonna offer you gonna give Danny Garcia, try to give him like $2 million, and you give fucking what's his name?
Who? Jeff Horn?
Nah,
On the Amir
the
Khan.
one
Amir
Amir
Khan.
Khan. You
Mm-hmm.
give Amir Khan $5 million and pay-per-view revenue to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, but Danny at that point ain't had an offer that big at that point.
Danny knocked out Amir Khan. What is you talking about?
But I'm saying at that point when they offered
At
Danny
that
that 3
point,
million, that
he
three
already knocked
million.
out Amir Khan.
But it don't. But at that point when
So
he was
you
offered that
offer
check,
me,
he never seen nothing that. But why he took lesser
but
checks?
but
He
why
went on
you
to take
offer
lesser
me?
checks.
But why you offer me? No. Al Heyman pay them guys well, man. That's one thing I do though.
Yeah, well,
But
Al
why
Hammond
you
also
offer me?
guarantees
All
them
right,
1.2s and
you offer
1.5s.
me to come over on your platform, knowing I'm a PBC fighter. Offer me some money. Stop offering me. That's why Bud Crawford never got a big fight till now. Cause Bob Arum always been in his way.
But my thing is, when it came to Danny and when it came to Earl, that excuse don't fly. They
How? It's a
offered,
bigger fight. I
bro.
want money.
They offered Danny the biggest paycheck that he ever
No,
seen
no,
to
they
that
didn't.
date.
No,
At
he
that
didn't.
point, to that
No,
point.
he
Now,
didn't.
if you want to argue he made more after that, that's fine. But at that point in time, Danny
No,
had never seen no $3 million+ payday.
no, they get some. They get
Bro,
the
he ain't
money.
fought nobody to
Listen,
generate that
let,
kind of
let
money.
me explain it to you. Danny get the money off. You know, he link is like everybody else. They link their promotional company up to what
Okay,
you
they get
call
it.
it?
Yeah, they get an imprint. Take in
All right,
mind,
they
Danny
get
at
an
that point
imprint.
he
Listen,
never fought on pay-per-view at that point.
listen what I'm saying. They get their box of money and imprint. So if I go over here, I don't get my imprint. I just get
Okay.
my box of money.
Well, no, if it's already established, Bob got to deal with that. That's like he said with Devin. Remember when Bob was looking about to do business with Devin? He was
Hey,
like,
but he
look,
not gonna
if
let
I'm
he
gonna
not
bring
gonna
Devin
let
over,
Devin. Dog,
you
he
know,
want
Devin his
Devin
own
to sign
promoter.
to him for 3. See, Bob, one of these niggas. You not just gonna come over here for one fight.
Facts. I agree with that. I'm not gonna deny that. Bob is a slick dude. But the point I'm making is you saying that he ain't want to honor their imprints. He looked at Devin and said, yo, we know he is promoter, and yeah, we'll do business with him. We still would do business with him. You know what I'm saying? So
No, he didn't. He didn't
that's what
say
he
that.
said.
On
That's what
barbershop
he said.
conversations. On barbershop conversations, he told Bill Haney, tell the bigger promoter to call me. Tell Eddie to call me. He said you're up under Eddie.
Mm-hmm. That was
That's
prior to Devin's deal ended. Remember, he kept
hey,
saying that if Devin want to fight Teo, that Devin got to come and sign with Top Rank. That's what
yes.
he kept saying. He kept saying that, and he put it out there at the time that we don't mind Devin's promotional situation. We'll work with that. Now, the problem allegedly from Bob was, he found out that Eddie had options on Devin, so he ain't want to deal. He ain't want to interfere with that. He just left it alone. It's like, since he got options on your fights, I'm not gonna deal with you.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
just
never
like
said that he didn't want to deal with Devin's little imprint, though, is what I'm saying. So Danny, if you want to use that excuse for Danny, which technically is crap,
what
you know what I'm saying?
man, who doing imprint over there? Why since Crawford the biggest WisCom, why Crawford just don't make his own WisCom and try to get an imprint? Why who he letting do an imprint over on Top Rank? Nobody.
Nobody.
All
But
right
dude,
then.
that's Crawford, but Crawford still clocking bigger
He
checks
probably
than
wouldn't
the
even
cat.
let He
Hold
probably
on,
one of
without
these.
but he clocking bigger checks than
Listen,
them cats without an imprint.
listen. He probably wouldn't even fucking let Canelo Alvarez do an imprint over there. That's how petty this the old fucker is, man.
Point I'm making though, bro, is that the Danny had never been seen a check that big, bro.
He
At that,
has.
he
I
never
tell
fought
you,
on pay per view. He
you
never
get
fought on.
2 checks, man. That's
Bro,
why Earl
you think
told
so?
him.
You telling me that Danny's getting $2
Remember,
million
listen,
promotional checks? He
remember,
getting $2 million promotional checks?
listen.
Hell no.
Remember when motherfucking Earl when they told Earl you living check by check.
Bro,
He was
Danny ain't Earl. Danny ain't Earl.
no.
Earl is a
This
star.
before Earl became pay-per-view. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but Danny
This is
ain't Earl. Nah, Danny ain't Earl, bro.
Daddy was bigger than Earl at the time.
Danny, hell, Earl got Texas. He's always had Texas. That's
What?
why his numbers is always gonna be better than most of them cats.
No, I'm talking about he was bigger than Earl at the time.
I wouldn't
Earl
say. I
wasn't
don't
even
know
doing
that.
pay-per-view. Earl
Yeah,
ain't even get a big fight yet. Earl wasn't even champion yet.
but how big was really Danny? Danny never fought on pay per view. How big was he?
Man, all this which comes they had real good numbers.
Bro, he wasn't big. He was on TV. He was a TV fighter. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he was a
big like
TV
he.
fighter. All
But
his
you saying
numbers
he
was
was
good on
big like he
regular
was on pay per
TV.
view? Bro, he had no. He wasn't even never been on pay per view. Bud was on pay per view before Danny. So how the hell is Danny so big, but they not putting him on pay per view? They was about to put Adrian Bronner on pay per view at 22 years old. He was big, right? Danny
Because
got no pay per views.
Adrian Broner was bigger than a lot of guys.
So my point I'm making, Danny wasn't that big. We had Jersey, he had parts of the East Coast, he ain't had much. How
Yeah,
big was
Jersey
he?
and Philly and Pennsylvania.
That's why they tried to send his ass down to Puerto Rico
And he had
to
New
fight
York.
Mauricio Herrera because they was trying to build up his fan base.
And he had New York. Because every time he did up New York, he sold out.
Yeah, well, but I mean, he might that's his hometown, bro. That's like his backyard. I'm talking about beyond. To say you big, you got to be big, bro.
I
Like
never
he
he
never
big,
seen a $3 million check to
he
that
bigger
point in
than
his
Bud.
career. I don't know what measure you can use on that one, bro. I don't know about
I
that.
mean, Bud only big in Nebraska. What the fuck is you talking about?
I doubt that. I think he big just in the boxing world, period. You look at
Man, Bud,
anybody that speak on Bud, they gonna do
huh?
Pops. That's a myth. Yeah, we all know his name
That ain't
Pops,
no
bro.
myth. I mean, when Bud did do pay-per-view, he ain't do no numbers.
Hello?
You breaking up. What you saying?
I said, how he get a $6 million? How did he get a $6 million payday? You hear me, Batman?
You say how he get a $6 million payday when?
Oh.
With this fight right here?
Against Shawn Porter. Yeah.
Man, the WBO made that happen.
WBO ain't
But
put no money up. They just made a split. Who the hell put
they
up
made a
$10 million
split.
for Bud Crawford?
Listen.
Who put up
They
10
made a
million?
split. Won't you? They made a split and they made Bob move his ass. That's what the fuck they did. They put a hot seat under Bob's ass. All right, Bob, you don't want
So
to
they
keep
put 10. So you put
playing?
up 10 million for somebody who can't sell.
Cause then Eddie Hearn, PBC, Triller could have got the fight. Oh no, we not letting that happen.
So you put up $10 million for someone that can't sell. 10 million.
Man,
You gotta go that far in the red for someone that can't sell.
But this is his first time fighting a fighter that
That's
everybody thinks
a
that
myth, bro. It's a
that's
myth.
not no myth.
It's a myth.
Oh,
Bro,
man,
you don't put up $10 million in a fight for some fighter that can't sell, bro.
Man, Bob
You just
Earl.
don't do it. Bob Earl, you said it yourself, bro. Bob is super cheap. Didn't you not say that? You say Bob is cheap. He gonna put up 10 million.
Cheap.
The
But
fact of the
he's
matter
one
is
of these
Bud
motherfuckers.
selling, bro.
Listen, Bob is one of these motherfuckers that he can't let nobody get over on him, dog. And for real, I think he the one sabotaged that Triller shit.
Behind probably
With
so. I don't deny that.
With Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah,
He
I
went
see
to
that.
T.O.,
I could
man, look,
definitely
I give you more money, start playing games with them peoples, man. They don't need
Yeah,
that
but
fucking
the
fight.
fight going to Eddie though. It ain't going to
Yeah,
Bob.
all right, it's going to Eddie, but he cool with that. He
And
don't want no new
why you think
motherfuckers.
why
Bob
you
one
think
of them niggas, and he said he don't like new motherfuckers coming in trying to take over and doing it
I agree.
a certain way. He said
And
it
you
this
think they lock and
weekend.
Trill out? They lock and Trill out.
Yeah, he said it this weekend though. He was like, they thought they was coming in and not doing it the conventional way. What the fuck is your old ass talking about, man? Shut the fuck up and sit down.
He hate the fact that they paying them fighters so much money. And
Yeah.
that's gonna set a new standard that he don't want to
And he
keep going.
made that Carpenter, called his ass out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Motherfucker, if you would have gave the boy the money in the first place, that shit wouldn't even went over there.
Which I still don't. So that's and on top of that, Bob was making more money because with that purse so high that Triller put out there, Bob was getting a bigger kickback off of Teo purse. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's going to Eddie, he'll get less money. So you know
Yeah,
that
but
Bob.
I'd rather for these new motherfuckers to fail and keep the old thing going. I do business with Eddie anyway. Stop faking like he don't do business with Eddie.
Oh no, he do a lot of business with Eddie.
Yes. So I'd rather for the new way to fail and the old way to keep thriving.
I agree with that. That's what he does. But in Danny's case, when they sent the offer to Danny, that ain't what Bob did. That ain't
And
happened like
Danny said, man, he sent a bullshit offer. If you want to talk, if you want to send an offer, send it to Al Heyman.
well, they sent it to Danny and they sent it to Angel. That's according to Bob. They talked to Angel. Angel was the one that was guiding Danny's career.
Yeah, and he said send it to Al Heyman.
No, they sent it to Angel, and Angel was supposed to take the
And
reins to go
Danny
down.
Garcia
But they didn't do it.
came on the air. That is an interview. He said, send his shit to Al Heyman. If you want
Why
to do
didn't
business with me,
so hold on? Why didn't he go to Al Heyman? Why didn't he say, "Yo, Al, they got $3 million for me over," like Shawn and them did? Why didn't he go to his side
nah,
saying, "I
Shawn and
want to go
them
get
went
that money"?
already. Listen, I know what Shawn and them did, man. Shawn and them like, man, we need to get back on top. We not gonna get a shot back on top. We need to hurry up. Cause after the fucking Smith fight, he started calling out Kenny started calling out Bud Crawford off the break.
But did it not have to take Shawn and Kenny to ring up Al or somebody on the PBC side, one of them suits,
They
and say, "Yeah,
didn't
we want
ring
this
up
fight."
them. They went on about their business. That's why I think if Shawn loses this fight, Shawn is going to be on the fucking shelf.
Man, Shawn had to get the green light from somebody.
He didn't get the green light. That's why
What
he
you
came
mean?
back on the air. Won't you listen? That's why he came back on the air and started apologizing and shit.
Apologizing
Motherfucking
who to Bud or the PBC?
he started apologizing to Al Lambert. So what I think, this is what I think. I think if Shawn do not win this belt, Shawn will be on the shelf.
I can see that. I
Cause
can definitely see that.
cause off the break, they probably went past, they probably, stepped over the line where Al won.
But they still
Come
had
on,
to.
man. That's what,
They still had to go to someone.
man,
They don't
it's
just
proven, dog.
there's not one PBC fighter that can just take their career in their hand and say, "I'm going to go do this."
Man,
They got to.
you
He
see what
had to
they
check
doing
in
to
with
Gary Russell
somebody.
Jr.? Gary Russell Jr. almost ain't fighting 2 years.
Look, Gary was interested in going to face Devin over at the zone. And what did Gary had to do first? He had to take that paperwork back over to his side, let them run it around and see
He
what this
didn't.
decision was.
Listen, he didn't. I'm gonna give you the truth. He didn't have to do that. He did that in faith. They're trying to, not trying to show Al that he's stepping on his feet because Gary was a free agent.
They are technically free agents, but not
No,
because they don't have
Gary is
promoter
really a
agreement.
free agent.
Bro,
He
none of them
wasn't
have
signed.
promoter. None of them have promoter deals.
I ain't talking about the promoter. I'm talking about the manager part. He wasn't signed.
They don't have network deals either, so they can.
Listen, he was doing a fight by fight deal with Al Heyman. He wasn't signed. He wasn't signed to, like my brothers. They signed for like 4 more years with Al Heyman
Managing them. I see what you're saying.
So
So he was an advisor only on a fight by fight.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Gary had the option to go sign, but when he didn't sign that, and if Bill would have sent him something over that was agreeable, he would have signed it and fought Devin. But when he didn't do that, look how Al and them punishing him.
I remember when Gary was talking about it when he was coming out on social media. He was saying like he didn't mention that he was taking the paperwork back to Al. He said he was taking it back to his people, like lawyers, I guess, or somebody to
Yeah,
prove
he took
it.
it to his lawyers, but he let Al oversee it.
Right.
Just not to show, just to show Al that, man, yeah, man, you good, but it didn't work. He still got punished for it.
Wow. But see, in most cases, did not. Like you just said with your other two brothers, they may be involved in contracts with PBC. In most cases, did not, man. Those fighters over there got to check. They can't just walk from off that side of the street. They got to check with them peoples over there first to make sure everything is clear to do it. And like you
Yeah,
just say,
because
even if they had the opportunity to do it, they don't want to burn no bridges.
because
So it's
they
like
ain't gonna
they
sign.
can't.
They not gonna sign with the other promoters, and if you come back, you gonna get put on the fucking shelf.
Well, this goes back to my original question of why, when the offer was sent to Danny, that Danny didn't take it upon himself to say, "Hey, PBC, I don't know if y'all heard, but I got a $3 million offer on the table. Unless y'all got nothing better, I think I want to go take this fight."
Because Al Heyman is
Or how
getting
about
them
when
paid.
Jamal
Al
Charlo got offered
Al
7 by him?
Heyman is paying them more than them other guys, man.
Bro,
They
come
is getting
on,
more
bro.
money than them other guys.
No way, man. No,
All
bro.
right, I
Bro,
mean,
I just
you
don't see
don't
Danny
want to
Garcia
believe it?
making
Yeah,
$3 million. When did Danny probably only made $3 million against Earl, and that was because of the pay-per-view revenue. If
oh,
that dude ain't on pay-per-view, I don't see no Danny Garcia clocking $3 million.
no, that's just like, all right, I ain't even want to put my brother business out there. That's just like he make more money than what was on WitchCom, dog. Cause
I'm not,
like
and
when,
I'm sure. Look, I'm sure that they make more than was posted. But to
hey,
say that they making millions more, because what be posted be like 1.2, 1.5. So
yeah,
for you to say that they making 2 million on the back end, nah, man, I can't believe that. That
listen.
not for no damn. Not on. We ain't on
All
pay
right,
per view.
I'm gonna put this out there. They get paid. Say like this. Say if their fight get paid in another country, they get paid off there, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
their fight getting played in other countries and across the pond, they getting extra money off that too. They getting extra money. Whereas though if they was on with Bob Erm, they wouldn't be getting that money. You get what I'm saying? So they getting money in all type of ways over there. Why you think them boys? Why you think don't nobody really want to leave from over there? Unless it's for some real money. You tell me why do nobody want to leave Al Heyman for real? Man. Hello? Oh man, my man went out, man. I'm just saying, chat, man. Why you think these guys don't want to leave Al Heyman, man?
All right, sorry about that, man. I had a little technical
Oh,
snafu.
you
I'm
back?
back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I hear what you saying, Batman. I mean, look,
Man,
I
you
don't
got a
deny.
little shit. But go ahead.
Damn, for real.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I understand exactly what you're saying. They do get them back end monies and imprints, but all I'm saying is for the big money, I just think that they would have to have pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? And if they falls on some just regular TV shit, whatever imprint they got, whatever extra checks they making, bro, it's not in no way in the millions, $2-3 million on the back end, and you're not on pay-per-view. You
Man,
know what I mean?
go ask your man. Go ask your man what's going on. Go ask Devin Haney why he really don't want to sign with nobody else. Cause with his promotional deal and what he getting from WitchCom, he getting some money.
Yeah, but and then keep in mind, we going back, like I said earlier, we going back to like 2017, where Danny wasn't clocking them type dollars like that at that time.
He was getting a
That was the
million
best
dollars.
offer
He
at that
listen,
point.
he was getting like $1 million
Mm-hmm.
He was getting like $1 million.
And look who he was fighting.
But he was at 147 when they tried to make that offer.
Right, and he was still only getting like 1 point something. And he was fighting Paulie Malignaggi's and Robin Guerrero's.
He
It's no
ain't fighting
freaking
no
way he was
Paulie
getting.
Malignaggi. When
He
Danny
did
Garcia
fight
never.
Paulie Malignaggi.
When?
What you mean when? He fought
When
him
he
at
fight Paulie?
147. That's who he was fighting, bro. That's why I'm saying he wasn't clocking them checks like that. Robbie Guerrero.
Shit, he fought Molly.
Yeah,
I thought
he fought Paulie.
Adrian Broner fought Paulie.
Adrian Broner fought Paulie. Danny fought Paulie. Shawn fought Paulie.
I know
You know what I'm saying?
Shawn
They all
fought
fought
Paulie.
Paulie.
Yeah,
The point I'm
Shawn
trying
put
to
his
make
foot.
is, how was he clocking $3 million during that time? No freaking way, dog.
Shawn put his foot in Paulie's ass.
Yeah, he did. He ran through Paulie. He ran through Paulie ass. He turned Paulie into a motherfucking speed bump, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, man. But my point, man, was that Danny wasn't clocking it with the competition that he was fighting. And at that point, when Bud approached him, they threw him $3 million. They threw him $3 million. That's what he said, because he couldn't make no moves. That's his excuse to the public. He couldn't leave, bro. They wasn't going to do that. They was going to take that prestige that Danny got and move it over to Keith and move it over to Shawn or move it over to Earl. They wasn't going to let him fight no Bud.
But why is none of these dudes want to leave Al Heyman? That's what I'm saying. And everybody in their mother really want to leave Bob Earl.
Bro, Al got the best shit going right now. Al got 2 networks. He got 2 networks. I'm not saying they not clocking no money. I'm saying that at that point that Danny didn't see as much as he was offered for the Bud fight at that point in his career.
Probably saying it's the same amount of money Bud saying.
Bro, keep in mind, this dude
Bud
was fighting.
Getting the guaranteed, man. He only got 2 pay-per-views. He only saying the guaranteed. And when
Danny.
And listen, when Bud got that guaranteed, his fight slowed down.
What you mean his fight slowed down?
He wasn't fighting like he was fighting at first. He was fighting.
They had a new deal. They had a new deal. I mean, it was
he had guaranteed money. So you think I'm gonna let if I'm not seeing no return on Bud Crawford, you think I'm gonna let him fight three times a year like he was fighting already? No. No. I'm gonna stretch this shit out long as I can stretch it out.
Well, all I know is he got offered a fat. He could have took that deal at that time. And Danny chose not to. Now I'm gonna help Danny out because I actually like Danny to a certain degree. Like I say, he actually one of the ones that moved up. Now, if you would have said that Danny turned down the Bud fight to go fight Keith Thurman, I would have bid on that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say that he made as much money in the Thurman fight that he would have still fighting Bud. That I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. But at the end of the day, I still maybe that could have been a bigger fight for him. But he still was offered that at that point in his career the biggest check he ever seen, and he just turned. He didn't even make a counter offer, nothing. Hey, salute to my homie Mike Ryan, man. Mike on deck, man. He say,
Mike, what's up, Mike?
He say, just got here. Welcome to the host and everybody in the chat. But I agree with Porter. Porter might not knock him out, but he is going to put something on Bud that he never seen before besides diapers. That's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Hey, let me ask you this, Batman. Do you think that Shawn Porter got a chance on stopping Crawford?
Oh, man.
That's what he's saying, bro. He's saying it. Those are the words coming out of his mouth. You think he got a chance? Shawn ain't had a stoppage in 4 years.
Bud ain't got no chin to me for real. I mean,
what?
This is what I'm saying.
He ain't got no chin.
I was just looking at him in WitchCon fight. If WitchCon would have noticed, Game Boy would have noticed he hurt Bud like that for real, I think Bud probably wouldn't have survived that fight. But he did.
Come on.
Nah, because after he hurt him, he ain't go in for the kill. He let Bud recover. But like I said, man,
bro, Conor Ben is calling out Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? That's how he a young up and coming pup. He think he can take Shawn. Bro, there's no freaking. You say Bud Cheney.
Boost Anderson's calling out Bud Crawford. So what the fuck that mean?
He also calling out Earl.
All right, but he really putting the pressure on Bud Crawford right now.
I don't know if he put in the press, but I just
No,
say
he's putting the press. Go look at it. He's talking
I
shit to
covered it. I
Bud,
covered it.
talking about how he beat Bud up and all that.
No, I covered it on the channel, but the point is that's just he was given he was
Nah,
asked
but you
with
try
the
to
fight.
say Conor Ben. No, a young pup is calling out your man. So I mean, that's what they do.
That's what they do. But I mean, hey, I just think that Conor Ben, who he barely got his feet wet, at least Ennis been around for a nice little minute. Conor Ben, like just in the UK, bro. And he
Dog,
felt like
everybody got
he felt
confidence,
like the
man.
one that's sweet is Porter.
Everybody got confidence till you take that shit out of them.
Yeah, man. But I don't see Shawn Porter. But for you to say Bud Crawford is chinny, I don't know what's the evidence on that, bro. If you're gonna give
Man,
me the Calvin-Lauskas, if you're gonna give me the Calvin-Lauskas thing, that's just like, bro,
no,
come on.
I'm gonna give you the little man. The little man hurt him.
Gamboa?
Huh? Yeah, Gamboa hurt him.
Did he drop him?
Nah, he ain't dropping because he
Did
Gamboa.
he stop him in any sort of way? How is he chinny?
Listen, Gamboa hurted him enough to try to dig in, but he didn't consciously go for the kill. He was tired or he was scared himself. But man,
Yeah, that's
look,
fact,
man.
Teron Hurst, and I forgot about that. You're right. Boots Ennis is about to be the man if he's in position to actually get Earl before they get to get Terence Crawford. Boots Ennis is like right on Earl's heels in the IBF, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
like number 4 or something.
yeah, but if they make because Earl is out, if they make the mandatory or an eliminator match between Earl's current mandatory Abdul Kokorov and Jerron Ennis, bro, then he's gonna be right there next to Earl Spencer's is mandatory. So I mean, Jerron in the WBO is kind of down, but when it comes to the IBF, he up there. He on Earl's
Like,
heels. He's
at
on
least
Earl's
Earl
heels.
responded to the young nigga, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying he on Earl's heels.
Bud is knowing the shit out of him.
Bud is the number 1 pound for pound fighter in boxing. He don't hear what the young boy is saying right now.
He's not the number 1 pound. They say
Man,
Canelo Alvarez.
that's left up to him. In my opinion, he's my number 1. Maybe you got Canelo.
I don't have nobody. I don't really indulge in that shit, but cause I don't really indulge in it, but I know on paper, on the books, they got Canelo number 1. Then they moved Bud down to like number 3. And Monster Anyway is number 2.
Yeah, well, that's what ESPN maybe somebody is saying, but at the end of the day, they ignore the fact that we so still close to clenbuterol. They ignore that. They ignore the fact that he ain't taking
I know
take
he
on the
cheap,
best
man,
challenges. He cherry picking to a certain degree. All of that stuff get ignored.
Man, he definitely is. He's making fighters fight with no proper training and all that. But you know.
Hey, Boxing Love 57 say, yo, hey, my brother, everyone is talking about Porter putting pressure on Bud. How will Porter react if Bud walks him down? I think if he puts Shawn Porter on the back foot, bruh, I think Shawn Porter done. You know what I'm saying? Done. Shawn Porter try to outbox Bud Crawford, he gonna get stopped.
He ain't gonna try to outbox Bud Crawford. Why would he do that?
But because that old wild style is even worse. Bro, it's not effective. There ain't nothing that Shawn Porter do with his style that's effective. All that shit be ineffective.
How am I not knowledgeable? Dog, I probably could take you and make you a fucking world champion. What is you talking about?
Yeah, man. But the point, I mean, I'm just saying, like, oh, it's more Shawn get in there with that style, man. He gonna smother his work. Ain't nothing gonna be happening like that, man. Once Bud gets space on him, dog. If you think Earl dropped him with one good shot, man, imagine what Crawford gonna do, bro. Come on, man. And Earl is not even as powerful of a puncher than Terence Crawford.
Man,
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But look here, Batman. I'm ready to get on up out of here, man. It's always good talking to you, fam, man. I appreciate you rocking with me today. Hey, if you got some time later on, man, I'm gonna get back on later and talk up after the weigh-in. We're gonna talk some more about Wild and Furry later. So if you got time, fam, slide on through, man. You know you
most definitely.
Yeah, man. So let me get ready to get on up out of here, man. Salute to you, fam, and catch up with me a little later, okay?
All right, big.
All right. For sure, man. That's the homie Batman right there, man. Look, man, that's fam. Y'all already know we show fam love on the show. You know what I'm saying? That's to always keep it like that, man. We may disagree on certain points or whatever the case may be, but I want us to always remain respectful of one another. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. This was a nice little back and forth between me and Batman. We always do this, and we're going to continue to do such. Y'all come on back a little later on after the weigh-in. We'll sit down and we'll have some more conversation about Wilder and Fury. We're getting close to the fight, y'all. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So once we see what the number is going to be on the weigh-in, man, we can make more determine interpretations of the fight. We can give some more on the fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab a comment from my main man Mike on the way out, and then we're gonna dip. And Mike says, that don't matter. Unifications beat mandatories, and Spence wants unifications. Stop trying to hide Crawford. If you stay at 147, he'll have to fight Boots. That don't matter. Unifications beat mandatory. Spence wants unification. No. But Spence is mandatory, Mike. His current mandatory is the guy Abdul Kokorov, right? So if Earl is out, and Abdul Kokorov has already been waiting forever for Earl Spence Jr. You got to keep in mind, this ain't like this just been made his mandatory. He been Earl's mandatory for a nice little minute. You know what I'm saying? So if Earl don't come back in time to fight his mandatory, then they're going to order some sort of possibly eliminator between the mandatory and the next available guy, who would be Jerron Boots Ennis. So it's Boots is on his tail. Hey, look, man, don't get shook now, bro. You feel me? Don't get shook for Earl now, Mike. Why you? So I say the name Jerron Ennis, and now I got Spence Nation getting shook. See what I'm saying? You say Jerron Ennis around the Bud fans, and we like bring it on. But we say Jerron Ennis around the Spence fans, they like, he ain't got to fight him. He's gonna have to fight Bud. This is what I'm talking about, Mike. This is what I'm talking about. You say Bud don't hear the young lions or the top lions. Nah, man, he too far up the totem pole, man, to be hearing what's going on at the bottom, bro. You know what I mean? Like, them young pups got to earn their way before you come up to the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. You don't skip the line. You got to get proven at least first, bro. You know what I mean? Let the young boy get proven. Once he gets proven, we can further the conversation. But until that moment, he's in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the fam, man. His Grace, what's up, man? What's up? This guy is too pro PBC. He will never agree with you, man. It's anti-Bud. Yeah. I love having the conversations from cats with a different point of view. You know, when you talk with a lot of folks that share your same sentiments, it kind of goes a little dull. So, guys like Batman, guys like Mike, man, they're more than welcome, because I know they're going to big up their guy and they're going to come sharp. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? PBC, the Illuminati, says Chinny. You know what I mean? They ain't let nobody go nowhere. You can't just walk from that side of the street. You got to sign a permission slip first. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of here, fam. Much love to y'all all, man. Great live stream today. As always, salute to the entire fam. I thank you all for your support, and I thank y'all for hanging in there with the homie. I catch up with y'all later. Come check in with me after the weigh-in, man, and we'll definitely sit down and talk about it. Much love to the fam. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and be great. Remember, the devil is everywhere. Omnipresent, everywhere at the same time. He want everything in your life ruined. Everything. We ain't going like that. It's too sunny outside. Go out there and get some sun, fight fans. Much love to y'all all. And if y'all missed it last night, don't forget, We Talking Boxing Live went down. We covered some real cool topics, man. Real spill. To the next video, man. Peace out.